You've come so far. Hello lovelies, my name is Prue, or Prue LaRue, and welcome to my channel. So today I'm pretty confident with my thoughts on this palette. So this is the Bling Boss from the Jaclyn Hilll Morphe palette. And I'm also going to recreate this look. So this eyeshadow, I've already done one eye. So yesterday I created a look with this palette, which is in like my Mecca Sephora haul, with my makeup journey tag video, and it is also in, I think just in those two videos. I didn't really like it at all, but I saw Butte Bean on Instagram and she'd recreated this really beautiful subtle purple. I was like, oh my god, I need this. And I went to recreate it and I was like, wait a minute, how did she do it? And she used Gem, which was the colour that I'd used yesterday, but Gem, if you do it with your finger, is a lot more pigmented per se than if you just do it like over the top of concealer. So I tried to do that like really cute little thing that she'd done with the bringing the silver into the top, and I kind of failed. So Gem's gotten more pigmented as I've brought it up. I don't think anyone ever needs this palette at all. I don't think it's necessary. And I think I'll come back. I'm gonna do the face swatches at the end of the night, but I want to go out, so I don't want to wear this makeup. Mystic is really patchy when it goes on, and that's that really dark purple. Ballsy, Glitz and Glam, and Bling, what's the stupid names? Bling Bling, they all look the same when you swatch them. And we'll go through that later. I'm gonna quickly say what I've got on my face so that I remember later. I'll leave it here just for interest. So I've got the Smashbox Primerizer, the MAC Prep and Prime Pore Refiner, Lancome Teint Idole shade 023, the Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla under my eyes and like patches, chin, nose. I'm also given a well of my Hourglass Mini Veil Setting Powder, and that's currently under my eyes. I've got my KKK contour already done, and I put the butter bronzer in light on. And this one smells so bad. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I hate it. Most of the time I hate it. I think it's getting better with time, but I'm unsure. And in my makeup journey tag, I was going to put a lip pencil on, and I realised this is the colour Junebug, and this is the colour that I got stuck on my lip that time from that story. And then I thought I'll just quickly go over it now with my new Too Faced TF20. I don't know, I love this colour. I really thought it would pop quite nicely, which I think it has. Alright, so we're just going to go into this eye look now. Let's bring you in a little bit closer. Checking this one out a bit closer. And I'm going to start off. It was actually kind of fun doing the one eye first and then coming in now, because it meant that I'd like already planned what I was going to do. So all over the shade Hush Hush. Oh, sorry, I've already laid down. So I have really oily lids. So I tend to do the Too Faced, the MAC Painterly Pot in Soft Ochre over. So I've let them blend out. And I've heard people say that the MAC Paint Pot is quite dry, but to me it's a very creamy product. So I really mostly use it if I'm going to do like a look that I really want to pop. So then I'm going to go into Rockstar, which is like a, well, it looks like a maroon purple, but yeah, it's a maroon purple. And I'm just going to put this up in my crease. So that's a Rockstar, and then I'm going to use, sorry, that was one of my Jessup brushes, a Colourpop pointy one. And I'm going to go in with Mystic, and this is the patchy colour, so we'll see what happens for you. But can you see what's going on here? I mean, I know this isn't like a proper blending brush, it's like more a pointy one. But it gets it nicely in the socket. I just really don't like the way this shadow performs, and to be honest, it's looking very similar to Rockstar. Alright, I'm just going to give this a whirl. So the tracking on my camera is set to AF face detection, so when my face is here, it has no problem following me. But when I turn and just do eye, it doesn't like that. Colourpop concealer. A little one of my Jessup Eco brushes. I was just gonna like stare at this a bit. I don't wanna. Okay, if that's what it's doing, it's locking focus. Cool. I hope that's what it did. Awesome. And then I'm gonna go in with Gem, just in this little packing brush. And so you can sort of see, like, check out how much pigment is there. And it's like a lavender. Like, these shadows are just so inconsistent. Cool. And then I want to go inner corner highlight. So I've been wanting to play on my Jaclyn from Inglot. I've got a little makeup thing now. I just put a little dot on it before. You can kind of see it there. And with this little pencil brush, I put it in Bling Bling, dipped the Jaclyn in it, and then on my inner corner, solely because Bling Bling did not have much bling bling when I put it on. And it's sort of, this is my first time using Jaclyn, so feel free to tell me if I've got it all wrong. I've spent a lot of time reading up on Jaclyn, and I didn't get very far in my understanding. Like, I know it can revive products and stuff, and is meant to be able to turn any shadow into a liner. So that's why I picked this brush, because I hoped it would do that. That hasn't worked. So I'm just going to do this like a light game, and then just bring this. Yeah. Cool. And then, so you can sort of see what it's done to the Bling Bling shade, where it's like a bit creamy there. It's got a weird patch now. I'm just going to bring you back out. So using the same brush sort of as before, I'm going to put Rockstar. Awesome. And then to maintain that sort of lavender feel, so I'm just going to put this out of the way so I don't keep putting my arm in it. Colour Pop and Crybaby. Oh, I forgot to put liner on the other side. Sorry, I already did mascara on this side too. Liner. I'm not very good at doing wings. I'm not very good at touching my eye, to be honest, in general. I'm getting better slowly. I'm looking forward to when the Ciate Courtney Act liner stamp comes out, and I really want to try that. But I've only just gotten better at using these things and everything. So I'm slowly getting there. I do love a good wing, and they really do make some looks like just pop. And mascara. Mascara liner. Thanks. Oh, let's take the powder off, of course. So there wasn't that much fallout really, but I don't know how she did that really nice line thing. Mine's a bit of a mess. The joys of hooded eyes is that you can't really see unless I show you. Oh, I've nearly forgot blush, because I always nearly forget blush. So that was Be Rockateur and Dandelion Benefit blushes. So I'm going to use the Morphe setting spray. So the Morphe setting spray comes out a lot different than I thought. It's like a really soft misting. So it's interesting. But you really feel like, to feel like you're getting it on, you really have to like do what I just did. But that is my attempt at recreating. I hope you like. Let me know what you think. I'll see you soon. Thank you. Oh! I'll be back. So, I'll talk more about this when I probably go through the swatches. But so the Bling Boss palette is part of the Jaclyn Hill Morphe collection. It is not a palette that I think you need. If you really love the colour scheme, then get it. But really there's only one shade, and that's Gem, that's unique to this palette. And maybe Buried Treasure. But as much as I love looking at black, shiny glitter shadows, there's not much function for them. Most of the other shades look the same, and I wouldn't worry too much about this palette. So I'll come back and do face swatches for this in a minute for you, but a couple hours for me. Alright, so this is a couple hours away. It's like nearly 11 PM here. I'll put down, here's a quick check-in on the eyes. Did the Oh yeah, so there's definitely, like, you can see like my eyelids just don't want to hold stuff sometimes. So in that crease I've lost, so in my crease here I've lost product, which doesn't actually happen that much anymore. So I'm a bit surprised. I don't know if that's the concealer or it's just the shadows being a bit crap. So I really don't recommend this palette at all. The other ones might be good. I mean, it's okay for like 23 bucks, but it's just, these aren't, like, Gem's a nice shade, but I could live without it. So I'm going to finish this up doing something I sort of came up with after night shift in one of my videos where I did face swatches. So now that my face is all finished, I'm finished with it for the day. I'm going to ruin it, essentially. Oh, I feel like it should be like a clean canvas, shouldn't it? The bronzer's going to have to come off, isn't it? Alright, so as you can see, I've just cleaned off one portion of my face. So let's go in and swatchy. So I can't particularly... Alright, I reckon if we do this angle, it's going to be right. So this is Bling Bling. Hush Hush. Gem. And can you see how pigmented that is? When compared to putting it, when you put it over the top of concealer initially, it's not that pigmented. Pizzazz. Another nice shimmer. And Mystic, which is the patchiest of them, and you can sort of see that skipping at the bottom. Like that one has the most sparks. So this one feels really nice. And you can sort of see, looks like a nice shade. I haven't actually used that much of it. Glitz and Glam. So I can just put that down here. Rockstar. That performed alright. But I just wanted to put these ones near each other. So this is Ballsy and Bling Bling. And on the eye they look very similar. I can see the duochromish-ness to it now. Ballsy is a better shadow. Bling Bling is okay. No, I don't really like Bling Bling. Hush Hush is like a fine base. Gem is the winner. Sorry, let me just swatch the final one. Berry Treasure. That one looks quite good. So going through the shadows. Bling Bling, meh. Hush Hush, eh. Gem, yay. Pizzazz, looks very promising. I don't think I've actually put that on my eye so much. Okay, I'll just do it right now. Oh yeah. Pizzazz, good if you want that kind of like colour. Mystic, no. Sparks, maybe, but I dare say it's patchy as. Glitz and Glam, eh. Like nothing special there at all. Rockstar, eh. Like it's okay. Ballsy, looks special, but I doubt it's anything that special. Berry Treasure, I like looking at it, but I just don't know who has need for a sparkly black. So that's my final thoughts on this palette. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching and checking this out. Thanks.